to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Today I just want to do a quick video and talk to you about what is autism. But before I do, I just want to have a drink. Introduce myself quickly. I am a mother of 2 children. My eldest son has been diagnosed with autism. My youngest son is going through the process to get diagnosed with autism. I live in New Zealand and my oldest child is about to turn 5 and my youngest has just turned 3. So that might give you a bit of an idea of my journey so far. So I just wanted to talk about autism and what it is. If you're not sure, and if you've clicked on this video, you've probably seen some signs, and yeah, so it's gonna be okay. You'll be alright. That's what I want to say to you. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be difficult, but you'll be okay. So autism, otherwise ASD, is the autism spectrum disorder. Okay, now I'm going to give you the scientific explanation of what it is. So I just googled this. Autism is a serious developmental disorder that impairs the ability to communicate and interact. So if you're wondering if there's a cure for this, there's not. There's no cure. You can't be cured of autism. If you're wondering how long it will last, like if it will wear off, it's lifelong. It's gonna be there forever. Although there are medications that you can get from the pediatrician to help you for your certain circumstances. If you've seen some of the signs of autism in your child and you're wondering, oh, how do I get them tested? Like, how do I get this, how do I get my child diagnosed? The first step you want to do is go to your GP, go to your doctor with your baby, with your child, and tell your doctor why you think that your child may be autistic and some of the things that you've seen. You need to ask them to refer you to have your child get diagnosed for ASD. So that's the very first step of the process. Go to your GP and they will send through the referral, and then once that referral's gone through, you'll be contacted, and that's the next step in the process. Okay, just like how everybody is unique and different, autism has lots of different types. So there's a saying, if you've met one person with autism, you've just met one person with autism. Everybody's different, and not everybody's going to have the same difficulties or the exact same signs. Or for example, an autistic person may experience challenges with social communication and interaction. They may have interests in particular things, and they really have a strong need for routine. So basically, autistic people have trouble with social skills and they have trouble with executive functions. So there are 8 parts of the executive functions, which I can get into another video with you about. Autistic people, they have lots of sensory needs. So when we're talking about your senses, we're talking about your eyes, what you see, your ears, what you hear, your nose, what you smell, your mouth, what you eat and taste, and also what you feel with your hands. So these are all your senses, your eyes and ears and mouth and nose. You know the song, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Well, those are all the senses, and if you can imagine your senses just being turned, your volume of your senses being turned all the way up, that's what it's like for an autistic person. And it makes life difficult, because society and the environment that we live in, that normal people live in, it's okay for us, you know, but for an autistic person, it's really, really hard, and they have to cope with these difficulties. So there's lots of ways that you can help your child to cope. Lots of different sensory toys out there. You can, we can get into that in another video. My message today is, if you've seen any of the signs, I'll go over quickly just what the signs are, but I won't go into depth of them. So there's hand flapping, they might like to switch the lights on and off, they may be really good at something, like extremely good at something. Like for my son, he's really, really good at balancing things, so he might really be able to like stack blocks at a very good age and balance them sooner than another child may be able to, because that's his disposition. Other things that you may notice is they may take a long time to talk, or they may not talk at all. Generally it's just all those milestones that, you know, you have your baby and there's all these milestones that they're supposed to reach at a certain time. They just ignore those ignore those, because they're not gonna, it's not suited to an autistic person. And you'll find that that is another sign, is that your child won't be hitting the milestones at the certain age. They may not play with other children, they may just like to play by themselves, they may not like to share, they may not like people to come into their space, they don't really understand emotions very well. So if they hurt somebody, they may not know that they've hurt them, and they may not know that they've made them sad, and they also may not know how to deal with that situation. Like, you know, when we see someone sad, we go up and we give them a hug, or, you know, we make sure they're okay, but an autistic person or child may not do that. Other things is they might be really sensitive to loud noises, or some children will just black out, just stare into the distance for ages. It's like a blackout seizure, and they just stare. So there's so many different things and so many different signs that you can look out for. If you're breastfeeding, you can just look at your baby when you're breastfeeding and just try and get their eye contact, and, you know, just keep an eye on the eye contact, because autistic people, it feels really uncomfortable for them to look people in the eye. So it's another one as well. So if you've seen any of these signs, there are more. Just breathe and go and see your GP and get them referred, because once you get them referred, then you can go through that process, and once you get through that process, if they're not autistic, okay, they're not autistic, then you can, you know, go down another pathway. If they are autistic, then you know, and you can start getting the funding and support that you need to help you, because you will need it. And I would like to talk about that in another video as well. But thank you for watching, and I hope this information helped you a little bit. And just remember to hit the notification bell so you can get updated with any of my new videos. Please leave a comment if you're here watching and you're a mama or a papa or family, relatives, anybody, and you have autistic people or autistic children in your family, and you think that you could leave a comment or anything that would be able to help somebody else, please leave it below. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really good day.